What's up, what's up?
Yeah.
I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looks so all alone, or could you use a little company?
Hello everyone, welcome to the 13th episode of What's Up, What's Up. We're going to change some things up a little bit. We're starting a new segment. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the band 303 Red Jumpsuit Apparatus and Shaylift that came to Tech for the spring concert, and the Tech Talk had a nice little write-up about it, though they had some concerns with the fact that there was not a lot of people there in attendance as much as they'd hoped, and I don't really understand why people didn't come. I think this is a great band. It's a well-known band, actually. Two well-known bands, and I mean, it's just so cheap. I don't understand why students wouldn't want to go do this on the weekend. I mean, it's here, it's local. I know a lot of kids don't get to go to concerts that much, so it's a nice experience, and hopefully we can see more participation with the Tech students, because I think that's important. I think that having these experiences in college is important, and the fact that it is so cheap and right here makes it a whole lot easier than if you weren't in college and having this from your union board. So I think you should take advantage of that. The other side, however, is a lot of people were worried about 303 and what they kind of like their vulgarity, I guess, and a little bit more of a controversial band with a little bit more profanity and risque lyrics. But, you know, I like what Wally Babcock had to say about it. He said, "It's the best concert I've been to in 4 years I've been in college. I think we all knew the administration wouldn't like it, but the concert was for the students." And I know that the administration had a little bit of an issue with what was going on with 303 and what they were saying, but I mean, Wally's right. This is for the students, and I mean, we're all adults here, so I think that it's important that we have these bands that are, you know, they're well known, and it's a nice cultural experience for us. And you know, I mean, like the performer from the band said that it's kind of tongue in cheek, and it's meant to be fun and funny, and it's not meant to be, you know, rude or anything like that. So I think that if you just take it in the right humor, I think that it's important that you do that. And alright, the next article is another chapter in the Facebook. Basically, the article talks about how it's an opinionated column, and it talks about how Facebook has been around for so long, and basically the writer was wondering why it's still prevalent in society. We have Twitter now, and why didn't Google Plus shoot off, basically. And I think that, you know, a lot of people, they get frustrated with the fact that Facebook changes so much. But if you think about it and you look back at the old Facebook layouts, the templates, they don't look as good as what it looks like now. And they're constantly changing and constantly changing with style. And I think that a lot of people get frustrated with it. I think it's important to understand that, I mean, that's what change is. You change with the style and with the time. Apple comes out with products every couple of years. They just came out with the new iPad, and the iPad just came out right before that. So it seems like people are always changing their products, but it's with the time, it's with the technology, and you know, it needs to change. It needs to develop. So I think that should be taken into consideration. Also, a lot of people say, well, I don't use Facebook anymore, it gets old. But people still use it for pictures, for events, for birthdays. Like she said, she uses Twitter, but she says now Facebook has become a site where I only visit to find out what events are coming up, who has a birthday this week, who's in a relationship, or to look at pictures. And that's the exact reason why Facebook is going to stay. It's a site where you can get all of these things in one, and that's convenient for people. I tried to get off of Facebook for a little bit. I kind of just got aggravated with all of it. It's just kind of not what I wanted, not what my style was, I guess. But then I realized I wasn't connected to people who I worked with. I wasn't connected to a lot of my friends I don't see who don't live here, a lot of my family that don't live here. So, you know, it connects you, and it's so convenient. Everybody's there. Everybody's on Facebook. And I think that's the reason why it's not going to die down, is because it's convenient, and everybody uses it. So the Tech Talk just came out with an article, a little bit more controversial, on the legalization of marijuana. And Yeah, it's a controversial topic, but I think it's important to talk about. I think that we should address it and know how we feel about it, how we stand. And one of the things they talked about is, I'll read from it. It says, one of the disadvantages of marijuana being illegal is that courts are spending taxpayers' monies for marijuana-related cases when they should be spending their time and money on more serious cases. And I totally agree with that. I think that it's kind of a wasted effort to spend all this money on something that's really not as important as world peace or war or our national debt that's like trillions of dollars. I think that if we took the money that what we would be using on this war against marijuana and other drugs and then put it into things that really affect a lot more people in a lot bigger way, then I think that that would be more beneficial to the society, to the United States. There was an article that just came out by Forbes on their website, and it's talking about the same thing, the legalization of marijuana, and I thought that it was important to share it because it kind of goes along with what he's talking about. He discusses that it's kind of textbook economics that I'll read his quote. It says, the more effective prohibition is at raising costs, the greater our drug industry's revenues. So more effective prohibition means that drug sellers have more money to buy guns, pay bribes, fund the dealers, and even research and develop new technologies in drug delivery. It's hard to beat an enemy that gets stronger the more you strike against him or her. And I'll put the link up so y'all can see the rest of the article, but he makes a good point. Basically, it's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to, like, you can't win the war on drugs. He says that even if we get Mr. Big, you know, the big drug dude, like, it's not really going to affect it, the whole drug area, basically. Like, it's not going to do anything. He says that Apple didn't disappear after Steve Jobs died. Getting Mr. Big won't win the drug war. That's basically what he's saying, and I think that's important to take in mind. I mean, how does the government, like, where is it to where it's gonna say, hey, we won the war? Like, how does it work like that? So it's just there's really no stopping the war, I guess, like winning the war, because you can't really measure that. Someone just surrenders, right? So I think that it's kind of a waste to spend a lot of money on the drug war. Also, aside from all this, he says that when used in moderation, marijuana isn't as harmful as other drugs such as alcohol and tobacco, according to balancedpolitics.org. But not to be nitpicky, but it has no effects whatsoever. Alcohol and tobacco are the leading killers, and marijuana has no reference to any known cases of death. So, I mean, it's not even as bad as that if you want to actually look at it. But I think that a lot of people have been misinformed. I think that that's what a lot of all this hectic war is about, is people just don't get educated. And I think that's what needs to happen. People need to be educated about this subject and learn more about the statistics and the actual facts and read up on it and really see how you feel about it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to feel about this issue, but I think that knowledge is the most important thing right now as far as this goes. So,
welcome to this week's interview. Today we have Sophia and Allison with us. We're going to be talking about each of our senior portfolio exhibitions. I'm a photographer, and y'all go ahead with y'all's. Who are you?
I'm Sophia, and I'm a studio major. So studio art encompassing 2D, 3D, sculpture, painting.
Okay.
And I'm Allison. I'm a communications design major, and we design things from like websites to like posters, invitations, pretty much like print, web. That's the basis of ours.
So I mean, we're pretty all dramatically different. I mean, we cover all the mediums.
Cover all
the
under the
arts.
umbrella of art.
Yes.
That's who we are. And for this interview, we just primarily wanted to tell y'all about our exhibitions. I'll let you go first, Allison.
Okay.
Well, which one of you? Because I know your two exhibitions are back to back. So
yes,
which one's
theirs is actually first.
So you go first.
Our exhibition will be May 10th, the opening reception. It's going to be in the Visual Arts Center, the F.J. Taylor Visual Arts Center, for those of you who aren't art majors. And it'll be in the main gallery in the front. We'll have, it'll be catered, so free food, and it's going to be from 5 to 7. So we'll have the free food, and then there will be 2 galleries full of all our artwork. And Studio 2D kind of consists of drawing, painting, some mixed media collage, and then we'll have some sculpture in there, anything from ceramics to more mixed media with, screws or grocery bags or just kind of crazy stuff like that. So it'll be a nice variety.
And so how many students are in your class? I mean, how many people will be presenting?
We have 18 students, so we're only going to be able to have about 2, 3, maybe 4 pieces in a piece, depending on how big our work is.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and you have your own work that you're going to be showing. You just said a little about it. Can you talk about what you're going to have in there?
I'll have a piece with about 17,000 screws in it. I do.
17,000.
Screwy. A little bit. It's fun to talk about, though, So I have a lot of mixed media work. So my other piece is book work, cutting and rolling books. So just really abstract and fun for people to look at who don't know much about art,
Yeah, definitely.
Thinking.
I mean, I always enjoy them. So,
yeah.
I always go in and I'm like, I don't know what this means, but I like it.
Well, that's the thing about art. It
Exactly.
kind of means something different to everybody.
Shows you the variety. So
Exactly. So, Allison, yours is the next day, right?
Yeah, ours is actually May 11th, and it's 7 to 8:30 at the Lincoln Parish Library in the Event Center, which is like attached to the library, it's just on the side. And ours will be catered too, so free food, and we're pretty much just presenting our portfolios and like everything that we've done for the 4 years we've been at Tech, and it's gonna be exciting. We don't really have stuff like hanging on the walls. Some people might have some posters and stuff like that up from screen printing, but mostly it'll be like in a book kind of, and like on our computer screens, like websites and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be a lot of, there's a lot of variety with that too. Like some of the screen printing posters get kind of crazy, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's very fun.
will you guys be sorry,
Go ahead.
selling any work? I couldn't remember.
We might have the artist cards for sale. We do a project with like cards. There'll be like a deck of cards, and each card has a match, so it's kind of like a matching game type thing. But all the cards are different, and they're like really designed and stuff like that. So, and they usually sell those by the deck.
I just remembered, because we'll have some stuff for sale as well. A lot of our students are doing printmaking or ceramics, so there will be stuff for sale, smaller things that I'm guessing anywhere from $10 to $50, so it's a wide variety. But they'll have some tables set up in the hallways, so that's good to know too.
Yes, stuff for sale.
Yes,
Yeah.
Buy it.
always fun, yes.
Stuff for sale and free food.
So, Allison, how many are in your class?
I think, honestly, I don't know the exact number, but probably from, I would say, like, maybe around 15. Because I think it's just, the senior portfolio class that's going to do it. So there's probably about 12 to 15 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have the whole library, which, if none of you know where the library is of Alexandria, of Ruston.
We're in Ruston.
I'm lost. It's across from Pizza Huts, so most of you know where that
it
is.
is. Like Crescent City.
Yeah, Crescent City, Pizza
Hut,
Huts, all that
it's
stuff,
there.
right on the interstate. For myself, photography, we have our exhibition, not so late, theirs is in May, mine's next week, with me and my 10 other classmates, I think it's 10. Don't quote me. But we'll primarily be showing, and we'll have an exhibit from the time it opens this next Friday, April 27th. It'll be open from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll be catered as well by Aramark, and delicious brownies, by the way. But we're all going to be showing our pictures, 2 individuals in the show that don't have, well, one has pictures, but it has some mixed media, and the other one's primarily books and such. But we'll be showing, our stuff is for sale. It's not as cheap as $50. Like mine are going for, I think, $300, $400. So if you want to buy it,
What are you talking about? That's a bargain.
more than welcome to pay for that. I mean, I need it. So, but that is then. And I also want to go over, what was that? My one brain minds.
I have something to add.
Brain-
Go for it.
I just realized I priced our work down a little bit. They'll have booths up or tables up with stuff for sale, but the stuff on the wall is gonna
That's
be
$50 too, yeah.
a lot pricey.
I would go, oh, it's
Yeah.
$10, all those screws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screws probably
It'll be a
cost more
little-
than
Yeah,
that.
right. All the
Um,
screws probably cost more.
But no, they'll be making things for sale, like a small
Okay.
prints and such. So that'll be cheaper.
Oh,
And
okay.
our work on the wall, some of it will be for sale. That'll be a lot pricier, I'm sure.
That
And
would
that
be
will vary.
high end.
Yeah.
That's nice, because we didn't do that. We didn't
Okay.
make any small, cheap stuff. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's too
sorry, that was a
lazy.
little
and
confusing, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Which
But-
is awesome. That local art is always awesome.
Definitely.
Support your local artists.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of little exhibitions happening in the next few
Mhm.
weeks. I mean, this week is the MFA show.
right.
I'm not sure which MFA show. Which one? Is it all
It's
of them?
all of them, actually.
All of them?
Oh wow.
Okay.
I didn't know
They
Nice.
group them all together because it's not so many.
All years or just or
Oh,
whatever
the graduating,
Graduating.
masters.
Okay.
So I learned that they grouped them all together today, actually. So
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. That's
can
So there will
contribute
be
that.
a variety there as well.
Yes.
where is it?
It's in the art building, the visual arts. Center.
Okay. So it's gonna be up until y'all show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they'll be taking theirs down the 3rd, and we'll put us up the 4th.
Nice. You just gonna go in there and rip theirs off? Like, get this
Yes.
out of here.
Yeah.
Get this out of
Undergrad
here.
is so much better now. Just kidding.
Okay, that's good. So just to go over each of ours. Mine's April 27th next. This coming Friday. Be there. Yours is when?
Mine will be May 10th through the 17th. 10th is the Thursday from 5 to 7.
And ours is May 11th, and I'm not super sure how long it runs. I think it might just be that one day, but
So be
I'm not
there.
sure. Yeah, so just go. Just
I
go
mean,
on the 11th.
Yeah, you're always
That's
welcome.
when the free food will be anyway.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
no free food after that.
And you're-
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
save it.
No, that would be bad. And I mean, of course, I don't know studio majors, but I know we too have business cards. Do you have business cards as well, or?
We will not have business cards. We'll have we'll actually have booklets with all of us in them. So
Okay.
we'll have enough booklets for everybody to take, and they'll have a bio and a website. So
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay,
it's kind of like a
Nice.
card, but kind of a compilation of everybody.
Yeah.
that's really awesome. Yeah, we're individuals. We just don't care about each other.
Every
Here's
man
my
for
business
himself.
card. I mean, I've already given you my thing. I'm not even giving you the classes
Yes.
thing. I should have said that to you.
Sorry.
But I hope y'all are able to come out and enjoy the art. It's a perfect opportunity just to pop in for like 10 to 15 minutes, check out everything, and go out and have some dinner. I mean, it's a perfect date opportunity, if you ask me.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of girls that never get asked on art dates.
No,
right?
not at all. I mean, it,
impress a girl. You know,
Mhm.
show some interest in the arts.
show your
So-
culture.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say culture. Don't just take them to Raw, but like, all right, here's my culture.
And then
Yeah.
you order the chicken.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet and sour.
Do you have hamburgers?
I wanted some beef. Oh god, I should not say that.
Tangents.
But that's it for this interview. I hope you are all there. I'll definitely be at y'all's shows, so you better be at
Definitely,
my
I've got the
class
cards.
show. Is there names for y'all's?
Ours is the Louisiana School of Art BFA exhibition, 2012.
It's really long.
Yeah.
Go type that in Facebook,
AKA the
guys.
studio show.
And ours is just called a Senior Portfolio Exhibition 2012.
Jeez, you have no imagination.
Well, I
Come on.
didn't, it wasn't from my brain.
Ours is called Fictional Troops. You don't have to remember that.
It's clever
Photography
name.
show. Just call it
That is
photography
so
show.
clicky. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll remember
Thank
that.
you.
I'm never
clicky.
gonna forget
You're
it.
like clicky or clicky like easy to
Clicky like
remember?
in my brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's
I was like,
catchy.
it's the fighter
Catchy.
here. We're going with that. Anyways, let's get that.
Whoa.
Thank you again for the 5th time for watching. We won't remember anything else. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you there, and that's it.
Thank you.
Alright, well that was a great interview. The next topic we're going to talk about, our next article, is Sexual Health Report Card Unsatisfactory. The #1 condom maker ranked Tech 131 out of 141 of the least safe colleges on their annual Sexual Health Report Card. That's unfortunate, especially since there's like 1,000 other schools in the United States and Tech happens to be on that list. It's really hush-hush, I noticed around here. We don't talk about it much. We had like a seminar, I think, freshman year that told us something and I didn't pay attention and neither did any of the 1,000 people around me. And I think it's unfortunate. Regardless of if you're active or not, this is important. It's health, it's safety, it's something you just need to know. Like I was saying earlier, if you go on a plane and they tell you the instructions of what to do if the plane crashes, well, you need to know that. You can't just say, oh, well, I don't want the plane to crash, so I'm not going to listen and not know what to do when the plane crashes because I don't want the plane to crash. Well, you need to be aware. You need to be responsible. You need to be healthy. And I think that's the number one issue with that is it's not about sex. It's about health. And one of the Tanya Sims, a professor of nursing here at Tech, said, "We've been using the shock factor in sex education with a few resources of time with the few resources and the time we have. Getting to the point is the best way to do it." And I agree with that. They've been having a couple of workshops or talks, I guess, on campus, showing different STDs and explaining them to the students and giving them education on that. And I think that's the best thing, is the shock and awe factor. You just kind of need to see it and understand that that's what's going to happen. And I mean, that's what it takes. If someone doesn't want to hear it, then shocking them, I guess, is the best way to do that. And unfortunately, these talks haven't really been advertised. I haven't heard of them at all, and I hope that they do a little bit more advertising in the future, because I didn't know about them at all. And if I probably would have attended just cause, and I think that more students would have been in attendance. I don't think that they had as much attendance as they liked. But there's a group called ConCon Representatives. I guess that's what they're called. Yes, ConCon is what they're called. And they would like to come speak to the school. They mentioned that the organization is interested in speaking to Tech students' body and will soon be speaking to university administration about giving a presentation to raise awareness about the organization and sexual health. I'm glad they're doing that. I think it's important, and it'll be good for the Tech students to get some knowledge, some information about this, because it's important for your health and your safety. Said it like 20 times. It's important. Our last topic is the symposium that the students participated in a couple weeks ago. It's undergraduate and graduate students presented their research at the research symposium hosted by the honors program. I'm so glad to hear about this. I didn't know about it, and I think it's a great opportunity for the students. It gives them practice, gives them professional practice, and gives them a chance to kind of show off what they've been doing. You know, I mean, it's important what you learn in college, and to be able to show that off is important, I think. I mean, not just having your mom stick your report card on the fridge, but more so than that, to be able to show your peers, to show your faculty, you know, what you've been doing. It connects the students. Also, I think a lot of the students were in different majors. It wasn't just engineering. It was college liberal arts and education, administration, and business. And that's good to intertwine the majors like that. I think we get kind of separated, especially as we get into our major more. You kind of just stick with your area. I know that's true for me. I'm in Hale Hall, which is the architecture building, like constantly. I'm never anywhere else except for work. And to have the students kind of come together and learn what everybody's doing is really nice. It's a good community that we can build off of, and I think that's important for colleges to have that. Everything's important. One of the One of the students said, all across the university, engineers are doing research. Yet many students in areas like agricultural, forestry, psychology, and the arts don't have the opportunity to present their research work. And this symposium allowed them to do that. I know that the engineers get to do a lot of different things, which is great for them. It's very good for them. But in other majors, such as, like she said, forestry, psychology, they do a lot of research, but a lot of people don't know about it, and they don't really have a chance to show that off. So it's nice that the symposium was there for them to be able to show their work off here on campus. Well, that's all we have for this show. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.